Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are doing free readings here for subscribers, as well as we're doing free yeses and nos. So feel free to put your question in the comments. And then if you would like a crystal reading, those are $15 and you can use my PayPal. Okay, thank you very much for hopping in. So again, questions, good morning, questions in the comments if you would like a yes or no question answered. I'm working with different crystals here today. It's been a while since I've been on, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. So yeah, this will give us an opportunity to talk a little bit about where the energy is as well, doing some collective messages too. Will my house get sold now, please? I'm getting a yes, the house will get sold, but in terms of timeline, I don't feel like it's going to be now, but the answer is yes, okay? Do you see, and please like and tap the screen if you're here, guys. So it's free yeses and nos. Free if you're a subscriber to do a little mini reading, and then it's $15 to do a crystal reading, okay? Do you see me signed to own my parents' home? As of right now, I'm getting a no for that, okay? You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So again, all questions in the comments and we'll focus on you. Does Akil really love me and will marry me? Okay, so that's two questions. So we'll just see what comes up. I'm getting yes that this person does love you, which is wonderful. You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, any other questions? And if you're purchasing a reading today, it's underneath PayPal. That's in my bio as well, okay? So it's just one question only, but you can again purchase a reading if you would like. So let's do some collective messages here as well while we're waiting for people to hop on. So the way crystals work is they all hold a different vibration. They all have a different meaning, just like when we're doing a card reading. So for instance, we'll work with selenite right now as a collective message. So there'll always be a message in this for you if you're listening. This is talking about purification. And so purification is when we're really working on cleansing. So if you've been eating unhealthy food or if you've been around toxic people, things like that, this is a sign that it's time to start purifying yourself of that. So rinsing of the old. So once we rinse ourselves from the old, new energy is going to start to come in. So if you have this expectation right now that I need this new house or I need this new relationship status, whatever it is, first again we have to cleanse ourselves of that old energy, okay? So that's something to connect to. Clear quartz is also here. Hello, welcome in. So we're just doing some collective messages. It's free yeses and nos, free if you're a subscriber, and you can also pay $15 to get a crystal reading just for you as well. But just doing some collective messages here while we're waiting. Clear quartz, usually we use this as a master crystal, so someone who's looking to advance himself really fast and seeing some people asking questions about the now. right away, I want to put this on my forehead. So there's someone here who might be very intuitive, similar to myself, but you get a lot of information at once, and that could be overwhelming. So you can use clear quartz to help you clear out the mind. So we're getting cleansing and clearing coming up for people. So keep that in mind. I sell crystals as well, so feel free to inbox me if there's any crystals that you're looking for. I have a lot of those, okay? And if you didn't ask your question, there's still time to ask your question as well. I don't know what this one is. Can't remember what it's called. Very small. So this is actually talking about prosperity, money, things that make you feel rich in life, things like that. I'm getting that it's time to move forward. There's an energy here where if you've been too slow, like you're not, again, thinking clearly, it's time to advance yourself financially as well. You have a lot of talent and you have a lot of gifts, so it's time to move forward with something that you've been procrastinating on, okay? Okay, said that you will sign to own the home. But I think that were you asking, I'm just kind of working on the here and now, okay? So, and energy can change really fast, just keeping that in mind. So if you want to know if you're going to do something in the next year, then that's how you need to ask your question, okay? Also, if you're doing a purchase, like you're actually buying a reading, then we're going to go into like the details of that, and we'll be going into your Akashic records, okay? Which is past, present, and future, and you can ask anything in that space and you'll get more clarity on your situation and circumstance. Yeah, so the way I do my readings, just as a general message, would be now, where the energy is. So then what I do is I help people move forward in terms of how to change that. So for instance, if you're getting a no, not right now, then we could look into a timeline reading of that, maybe over the next 3 months. How can we advance this energy a bit better? Okay. So if you're new and you're hopping on, if you have a question, you can get an answer for free. Those are yeses and nos. You can subscribe and we'll do a mini reading for you. And you can also pay $15 to get a crystal reading. And I'm doing some collective messages right now. I'm an intuitive. I'm kind of steering clear of calling myself psychic or a medium or all of that stuff, just intuitive. And I think that works. That's what I've been doing for a long time. So this is fossil wood as well. This feels really, really hot. I've been working with it. This is really talking about past energy too. It's saying that for some reason, a lot of your past just keeps coming up and you need to do some clearings around that. Thank you very much for the gift. So this is saying that it's time to move forward by letting go of past things. So it's a good time to bring up some things that you're not happy with. So say you're working on weight loss. This is a great time to begin this chapter because we're coming into a new moon around the 2nd of October. So there's time to prepare yourself for that. We're in eclipse season as well, which is all about change and all about growth and that sort of thing long term. So it's a great time to make a lifestyle change as well, okay? Will my daughter's home sell quickly? Everybody's asking about houses here, which is funny. Yeah, I'm getting that because you're using the word quickly, I'm getting a no on that. Okay, just because you're asking about the word quickly. So we were just talking about that with someone else about how we're working on the here and now right now. If you want to pay for the reading, then we can go deeper into ways that we can change that to move it a little faster, okay? Yes. So then we have black onyx here. Black onyx is usually like a protection stone. I purchased this one, I believe, because I was working on sadness. And so as a collective message, this is talking about having future things to look forward to. So for instance, if there's like a holiday coming up, then it's preparing yourself to get together with those people, start making plans. We have Thanksgiving in Canada coming up as well. So just something to talk about. Maybe it's with friends if you don't have a lot of family, get people together, that sort of thing. And it doesn't have to be about like Thanksgiving, but it can be about anything that you're looking forward to. Start working on that right now. Do you believe rocks can? So these aren't rocks, they're crystals, okay? So they all have healing properties. And so, and you can look up the science behind it, which is really neat. So that has certain minerals in it, just like when we think about eating salt, how we actually need salt in our body because it's a mineral. And that's why eating things like dulse and stuff like that also can be very healing. So we ingest that, right? And then we have things that we bring closer to us externally. So the closer they are to your body, the more healing they will be. So it's not that, and I don't like to use the word protection, and I hesitated to use that word with that crystal. A lot of people will stay away from using that. And this is more just the healing properties. So again, you can look these up under Google, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And actually, I don't even think this is called black onyx. I can't remember what it's called, but that's the energy that I'm picking up on that, okay? But realistically, we need to do a lot more than work with crystals and stones. The reason why I started working with crystals and stones was basically because I had clients with a lot of anxiety, and so I started making jewelry to help them so they can wear the crystals, because they're at the point where they need as many tools as they can get. Whereas if we are working a lot, then crystals become more secondary. So that's something that we'll use after we've used a different tool, right? But if we're in a desperate situation, crystals are really great to help us, especially if we're sick or we're really struggling in the moment. It's a good go-to, and I sell larger crystals as well. Still a beginner after 2 years on TikTok. No problem. So if you have a question you didn't ask already, you're welcome to ask a yes or no question in the comments. It's $15 for a crystal reading. If you want to subscribe as well, then we'll do a mini reading for you. I'm just doing some collective messages. Just a beginning job. Okay, no problem. Hello, welcome in. So I'm not sure what this one is called either, but I believe this brings out more creativity and the imagination. And so I'm feeling a lot of stuff going on around the throat with this one as a collective message. So I'm getting it's important to let go of the ego, those negative voices in your head. So when somebody says you're not good enough, you're not doing enough, you're ugly, or you're fat, or whatever it is, sometimes we have that negative energy in the back of our head telling us all of these negative things, and it's important that we override those messages and know ourselves a little bit better. So this feels like a get to know crystal. Get to know yourself and trust yourself just a little bit more, okay? Oh, you have the same shirt, awesome. Love the plaid. Okay, will I get to date Joe by the end of the year? For some reason, that energy is not lining up right now. I have a no, but again, sometimes it's the way that we ask our question because we're doing it in the here and now, what the energy is saying to us, okay? So if you guys want to know how I do a crystal reading, we can do a free one for someone, because I think there's someone saying that they don't have any money right now, but that doesn't matter. We can pick someone. Am I just doing the... I also didn't do the weekly energy reading, which I'm going to write down. I've taken a little break from work, so I will do a free one to give you guys a demonstration. So I do intuitive readings, but I also do past, present, and future. I do things a little bit differently every single time, but I have lots of different tools. So I have a tool called THETA healing, which is releasing things from your past, which seems like we need, and then replacing that with something positive. And those are really helpful. So if I feel called to that in your reading, then that's what I'll do. But I have so many different certificates and things, I just pile it all into one reading, okay? So if you want, just put your name in the comments if you do want me to focus on my demonstration for a free reading, and there'll still be messages in somebody's reading for you. So even though it's tailored to them, you'll still get messages within it, okay? Melissa. Okay, anybody else? Just pop your name in the comments. whatever name you go by, or it's okay if you want to use something else too. So just put your name in the comments if you want me to pick you for a free reading. Hello, welcome in. So if you're new, hopping in, just pop your name in the comments. We'll give everybody an opportunity. All right, so Natalie, I'm gonna pick you, okay? So what we'll do as well is I'll get you to put in your favorite number, okay? And also the month that you were born. And we'll do it that way. Okay. And we'll work with our crystals to help bring in some energy. We'll go into your Akashic records. 7 and December, okay. All right, so we'll just take a moment to ground here. So just taking a few deep breaths, you can put your hand over your heart. Okay, my heart is beating really fast. So that tells me you're working on your heart chakra right now. There's a little bit of hesitancy coming up with you. So it's like, I want to do this, but I'm not sure. I think I want this, but I'm not sure. So let me know if you resonate with this. Are you doing a lot of like push and pull where you think something's a good idea and then you change your mind? Let me know if you don't mind. So again, we have this black stone here. That's telling me you really need to get your mind like in a positive place. Just telling yourself, it's okay if I do this, but it's also okay if I do that. So I don't know if this is someone else who's influencing you right now, if you're falling into some people pleasing, not quite sure what it is, but you would know best in terms of like what or who is holding you back. It doesn't feel like control necessarily, as you're just being influenced by other people. And so I would be a little cautious of this. We also have the clear quartz. Sorry if I missed you. So clear quartz helps us vibrate the energy that we want to vibrate, okay? So this is talking about childhood a little bit. Okay, it's saying that maybe when you were around 8 or 10 or 11, anytime between that, something might have happened to you that really hurt you, and you carried that with you into, I'm getting like your 20s or so. So do you know what that specific situation is as well? So just to sum this up, there's some hesitancy around things, and you're getting some clarity. Okay, and the energy here is for you to work from your heart, work from a space of passion and devotion to the things that you want for you, okay? And if you guys want to pay for a reading, you can use PayPal. That link is in my bio as well. And I'm doing free yeses and nos as well. If you're a subscriber, we're going to do a free mini for you, and I'm just doing a demonstration on how I do my readings. Hello, welcome in. So Natalie, let me know if this resonates at all. And then something from childhood that you kind of carried around with you a little bit. Are you still here? Yes, I've been second guessing if I should walk away from Frankie. Okay. So there's a situation that you're kind of back and forth, push and pull, and heart chakra as well. But the key thing here is what's coming up is it's important that you're having fun, okay? So it's putting on music that my foot's asleep all of a sudden. Putting on music that makes you feel like you're in a good mood, because when your vibration is happy, you're gonna make get your answers to your questions that you're hesitating on a little faster because you're in a good mood. When you're getting really like sad about the idea of the end of the situation, that's what's kind of pulling you down. So the key thing here is just to get your physical body like up and at it and re-energized, and then you're going to be like, yeah, no, I do want to spend more time with this person, or heck no, I'm in a good mood, they put me in a bad mood, that sort of thing. So it'll just help you with your vibration a bit better, okay? As I'm interested in Eric as well, seems as I have more income with Eric. Okay, yeah, for some reason my foot is just asleep. I need to take a minute here. I'm still here, I'm just jumping up and down. I'm here for your entertainment. Okay. Wake that foot back up. So the answer to your question basically is your happiness is most important, that you feel like if you're more attracted or drawn towards someone else, you're in a relationship with someone else, then that's an indication that there's something going on that you're not happy with. My recommendation would be definitely talk to the person that you're in the relationship with, let them know how you're feeling, see if you can change that situation. However, if you know for sure you're really drawn to somebody else, then again, that's telling you a lot. So it could also mean that you need more space and time for yourself to figure this situation out. So if you're currently in a relationship, then it's really hard to think clearly because they're still in your energy field. So this might look like someone who needs to take more time for you. But if somebody's putting you in a bad mood, and dragging your energy down, then that's not great in general. So you want to deal with what's in front of you first and then move forward with that situation. But the person that's in your heart is most important, right? The person that you love. So if there's someone that you love right now, focus on that, okay? Okay, so if you're worried about me, thank you, I appreciate it. I've been off work for a bit. And I'm just getting back into it because this is the kind of stuff that lights me up, that makes me happy. So it was too much playing around with Frankie. I haven't been dating, just seeing Frankie was too much. Okay, yeah. So basically getting that energy up and getting more clarity, because it feels like that you're still not clear on this situation yet, okay? But your two stones they're exactly opposite of each other. We use one to kind of stay in our own energy, to be able to think for ourselves so we're not too influenced by other people. And then the clear quartz is the one to help get our energy where it needs to be, okay? Thank you. Okay, so that was a crystal reading, okay, just so you guys know. And those are $15. We'll do a mini one for you if you're a subscriber, and you'll always get something free here when you're a subscriber. I haven't been on in a while, so I'm just getting back into this. Hello, welcome in. Does Patrick still think about me? I'm getting a no on that one. So maybe that's not what he's prioritizing his time on right now. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed that. And so I wish I could answer that for you, but I feel like you already know the answer to this. All right. So if we don't see another paid here, and it's under PayPal, that's the payment option, that's underneath my link. And if you do pay, just put paid in the comments so I can see that, and then I'll pick you. But we'll also do some free yeses and nos, and I might do another free crystal reading just to continue to show you guys the difference of how one person's reading is like this and another person's is like that. Hello, welcome in. So I'm just gonna fill up my coffee. Someone on here is telling me to take care of myself, so I'm gonna do that by filling up my coffee, and I'll be right back. All right. Welcome in. So readings are $15 for a crystal reading. We do a combination of whatever's coming up. It might be theta healing, it might be a timeline reading, but we go into your Akashic record. So I'm just going to get out of Natalie's energy here. Oh, okay, that's better. If you're a subscriber, we do a free mini as well. Okay, I'm doing some demonstrations for you guys here. If I don't see a paid, and I'm doing free yeses and nos. So is she the one? Getting a no on that as well. So it's kind of the first thing that's coming up in the now. So this isn't like a reading for a month from now. This is just what's coming through energetically now. And then if you purchase your reading, we can go into ways to move forward with that. Okay. Hello, welcome in. Okay. So if I didn't answer your question yet, please just pop it in the chat again. Does Josie want you back? Getting a no on that one as well. Relationships are challenging when it comes to getting back together. Once we've actually broken up, it seems like that's, even if it doesn't feel right, sometimes when we've created that break is there for a reason. And I know that's really disappointing and hard, but just trust that the universe has your back, and that if something's not working in your favor right now, it might mean something better is coming along. And trust me, I've been going through a lot right now, and I understand that it's really hard to think, is there something better here, right? Is this happening for a reason? That sort of thing. So trust that sometimes when there's a break for a reason, all right? Is my family growing in 2025? I'm putting a no down for that. And it's all how you word the question too. Am I on the right path? Yes. You're welcome. Okay, any other questions here? I missed you. So if we kind of ask, you're welcome. If we ask about the week as well as a collective message for the week, because we're already into Wednesday, I haven't done the weekly energy reading yet. A couple of things that are coming up for this week as a collective message is I'm getting a lot of pressure around my crown. I'm getting that you've been working really hard on your spirituality, on trying to meditate and trying to like be this spiritual being, that sort of thing. But what's coming up is that you have to stay really hydrated and take really great care of yourself in order to maintain that energy. So I feel like you're doing the work, and again, this is for this week, but you've got to get hydrated, especially if you're doing any work on yourself, okay? All right. So I also have for this week selenite. So selenite is all about purification, and I already brought this message up, but it's coming up again for this week specifically. I'm getting that you are some type of teacher, so keep in mind when people come across our path, and if things aren't working out for us, sometimes it's because we're there to teach them something as well. So if someone's just showing up on your path out of the blue, and they're not staying there, but they just come in for a short time, and sometimes we'll think about what was a lesson in that for me. Sometimes there was a lesson in that for the other person too, okay? All right, so let's pick somebody to do a crystal reading for, just so you guys can see how I work as well. And if you are having issues booking in with me, please let me know through my site, because there have been people that are paying through PayPal, but not through my website. So please let me know if you go to purchase something and you're having issues. I have tons of sales on right now. So again, PayPal is an option, but if you're having an issue the other way, just let me know, okay? So if you want me to focus on you for a reading, we will do another demonstration. Just put your name in the comments, okay? And hello, if you're new, welcome in. Please like and tap the screen as well. So the other thing that I do is theta healing. Kind of feel like doing some theta right now. We go a lot deeper in a theta healing session. So last time I did an Akashic Records crystal reading and just kind of whatever's coming through. But I'll do a theta for this one so you guys can see how that works. And everybody can take advantage of the downloads in that too. Okay, So just pop your name in the comments if you want a free reading, and we'll pick someone for that. Let me know, how are you doing? Are you in a good mood? Where are you coming from? Hello, Luli. It's $15 for a reading. I put crystal reading, but you can get anything you want in the session, okay? And I am picking free for someone as well. So you can pop your name in the chat. So far I have Jody. Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate it. So anyone other than Jody looking for a free reading? Hello, Allison, welcome in. So it's $15 for a reading, but it doesn't have to be a crystal reading either. That's what I'm working with here. But you can get theta healing, a timeline reading, love reading, whatever you like, okay? So if you're purchasing, just put paid in the comments as well, please, so I know that you've done that, okay? And I'm also doing a free for someone. I'm just picking, so pop your name in the chat as well if you'd like that. We're also doing free yeses and nos. Okay, I'm gonna put Mandy in. So I have Jody, Mandy. And I was also saying, if you're having any issues with my site, please let me know. That's something I'm gonna be cleaning up tomorrow. So yeah, if you're having any problems, just please let me know. Okay, so Mandy, we're gonna do a little theta healing on you, okay? So the way theta healing works is it's basically clearing out our limiting beliefs, our subconscious limiting beliefs. So if there's something that's holding you back, for instance, in the reading we just worked with someone and she's very hesitant right now in terms of making a relationship decision. So if I were, okay, I think I've sent you, yes, e-transfer is fine as well if you would like to do it that way. So for her, there's just this natural feeling of I should do this, no, I shouldn't do this, I should do this, I shouldn't do this. So if we're doing, okay, that's no problem. So Allison, since you're paid, we're gonna start with you, okay? Hello, welcome in. So it's $15 and that's Canadian as well. So once you've sent that, just put send. Sorry, sent. But Mandy will do a quick message here for you, okay? Mandy, are you still there? So Allison's sending, so we'll do her reading next. But yeah, Mandy, you have this selenite. And selenite, we were already talking about purification, that sort of thing. I'm getting you're working on adapting to new circumstances, new situations, new people, stuff like that. So it feels like it's important for you to be really flexible. Even just the fact that I'm like pulling you in and then I'm like, actually something else is happening. People are gonna really be more attracted to you because of your ability to be so flexible and adaptable and easygoing. So if you have any like rigid ways of thinking, that sort of thing, like you're getting kind of stuck in your ways, right now it's time for you to be the opposite. Be like, oh, sure, that's fine, that's no problem, that's okay. Because people really appreciate people that are like sympathetic and understanding, okay? So keep focusing on that. Okay, is Muhammad being distant because he's losing interest in me? No, that's not the reason. I just had a baby 9 days ago, living in my own little bubble right now. Well, congratulations, that's very exciting. So that makes sense with you having to adapt, because literally you have a child now that needs you, so you have to do like everything around that, right? Okay, Allison, so we're gonna go into your records here, and if you have two questions on what should I do or how should I do this, that sort of thing, ways to move forward, feel free to put that in. But if it's work and love or whatever it is, whatever your topics are that you want to focus on, or any questions, just pop them in the comments and we'll focus on you, okay? And I'm gonna ground myself. Okay, and I'm setting the intention for whatever, essentially, like, you're setting your intention for that to be what comes through, okay? You're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you. So you guys can e-transfer as well if you would like, if that's something you want to do. Otherwise, you can use PayPal in my link tree, okay? So just waiting for your intentions or your topics or your questions. So right away, I have heaviness in the chest, shoulders, and I also put some energy work in there for you. So I'm also going to call in some energy for you. There was a haze over my abilities. Do you see a timeline of any concerning that? Okay. It's interesting you chose to use the word haze, because literally the first thing I got was energy work for you. I feel like what's coming through is it's more around like fear of using your talents. Sometimes the fear is because of what other people will think, or you're being guided in a different direction, okay? Because of the timing. So I kind of feel like it's more about practicing on yourself right now, getting your energy where it needs to be that way, okay? So let's do some theta healing here for you. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to tune into your abilities so that you can work on self first and then everybody else? And if so, just say yes. And anybody else that wants that, you can just say yes in the comments. Yeah, okay. So the other thing that's coming up here is like abstract. Abstract is when we're doing, say we're doing a photograph of something like a frog, but when we take the picture, it accidentally like blurs and it becomes an abstract photo. And somebody might say, oh, what a screw up that was. Another person would say, actually, that's like the most beautiful piece of art I've ever seen. So for some reason, that's what's coming up for you, is that there's little blessings in disguise that are happening. So that's why it's so important that you're working on self first. Thank you so much for the present. So if we just tune in here, because I said there's heaviness in chest and shoulder, it almost feels like your confidence has been a little bit low right now. And so once you work on yourself and you're feeling better and you're building yourself up, then other people can't take you down as much. But have you felt like in the past people have just taken you down just for shining your light? Because that feels like, yeah, just, okay, just people who are just not seeing you for you, but you need to see you for you, okay? So would you like to clear, cut, cancel any contracts, any bonds, anything that is no longer serving you from your past, where people have hurt you or traumatized you or anything like that? Let's let that go, okay? Anything that you're ready to let go of, that you're meant to let go of, let's do a little deep dive there, okay? Good. Taking a few deep breaths, because this is really deep. You might even find that you need to ground a bit more. I have selenite here for you, and when we work with selenite, this is the one stone that we don't need to cleanse, because it's our cleanser. So I do feel like it's a combination of your heart chakra and your solar plexus combined. So it feels like you've been hurt so badly that it's really taken a little piece of your heart away. And so love and devotion is so important. Self-love, self-kindness. What can I do today to forgive myself? What can I do today to heal? That sort of thing. Because it feels like you've almost told yourself like it's not possible. when it is. So it makes sense why you need to do more energy work on yourself and get rid of some of this heaviness and cleanse, okay? So I'm also getting the ego coming through a little bit for you. So when it comes to your ego, the negative thoughts that come into your head, do you know how you shift those? Do you do gratitude exercises? Do you tell yourself positive things, positive self-talk? What tools are you using right now for that? It's okay if you don't have any. I can see which ones would be best for you. Hello, welcome in. So we're doing free yeses and nos as well. It's $15 for a reading. It doesn't have to be a crystal reading. We can work on anything you want, okay? And you can take advantage of someone else's reading here where we're doing some theta healing. Yes, I try to do that throughout the day. Okay. I'll look in the mirror and say it to myself. Okay. Yeah, so we also have this dark stone here, which I was calling saying that it was a protection stone, but actually someone said, do you believe that a rock can be a form of protection? And I was saying that we use this more when we're in a desperate situation or circumstance. So for you, I just get that little bit of like heaviness of when your physical body is feeling heavy or when your heart's feeling heavy, then the mind, it starts to continue that cycle. When the heart feels light, when the heart feels cleared, then all of a sudden the mind is feeling lighter. So it feels like a heart and a mind connection. And so it's first prioritizing the heart chakra, feeling loved, feeling happy, and then the mind's just naturally going to go there. Whereas again, if we're feeling that heaviness, then the mind isn't going to be in that place. So I'm doing a little bit of energy and theta here for you. And so that heart is going to feel lighter, the shoulders are going to feel lighter, okay? And then the mind will naturally shift because it sounds like you're already doing the work, but we need to get the energy back. And laughter's coming through for you as well, because it just feels like that will shake what's going on in the chest as well. Because I know you seem like a happy person, someone who likes to laugh. So when we've lost that laughter, we're taking everything a little too seriously. Whew. So I'm going to invite you to tap into the heart, okay? And put a shape to the heart. Put a color to that. So if it's a triangle, it's pink. And is it heavy or light? Is it round? A round triangle. Doesn't matter. Just describe it. And then we're going to take that shape and gently put it outside of the body. We're going to ask it a question. We're going to purify it. What were you here to teach me? Couple messages coming through. See what you get. And after you've gotten that message, just saying thank you and taking that knowledge and wisdom back in, purified, back into the heart space. And take a deep breath and then let me know how that feels. Because it's trusting other people is really important. Trust others. There's also something going on, I feel like with the physical body, when the physical body feels tired, that makes a difference. So maybe there's a little fatigue there. And then there's that love piece, right? Feeling worthy. So it's feeling worthy of having a healthy body, feeling worthy of trusting others and having those healthy relationships. So would you like to know that it's safe to have all of those things, that or something better in divine timing? And anybody else that wants that, just saying yes. It's It's okay to love and be loved. So would you like to start vibrating that and embodying that? So let's shift you over to vibrating that, okay? That or something better. Yeah, and I'm hearing for that love to be continuous. So it's not like today I'm in a vibration of love and then tomorrow I'm not. That up and down vibe. This is, I love myself today, I love myself tomorrow, I love myself the next day. So it's doing the day-to-day practices. That's what's coming through for you, okay? Amazing. So any other questions there as we finish up? We're sending lots of love to the heart and the shoulders. You're just carrying a little bit of stuff around. It's been a while since we've done a little mini session on you. So let's integrate all of that energy, everything that you said yes to now, with your permission. Good. And I'm also getting as a last thing that not to give too much, okay? Because if we're giving our love away, then like that's where our worth comes up. So are we giving too much to others and not enough back to ourselves? So that's why I was saying to practice on you first, and then you're coming from that full cup. And I know we hear it all the time, but that's what's coming through because you're so kind that, yeah, that could be just out of balance with give and take relationships, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that. So it's $15 for a reading, and you can use PayPal or e-transfer. I do have some sales and specials underneath my site right now, so it's a great time to take advantage. Those are videos that get sent over to your email for people that would prefer it that way. You're welcome. And I'm doing free yeses and nos as well, so if you haven't asked your question, feel free to pop that in the chat. Shane coming back to me. I'm getting a yes on that. That person, it feels like that person really cares about you, so there's definitely an energy there for you, okay? So we're gonna go back into some, you're welcome, back into some collective messages. We talked a little bit about general what's going on weekly, but let's kind of talk about today's energy. Okay, so the fossil wood is one where, again, I just keep getting past hurts, things like that. Wanted to ask if I'll see Paul this week. I'm getting a yes on that. So what happens with my yeses and nos is it's more about the now, so the energy feels positive to do that. So if you need to take action on making that happen, there's permission there to kind of go ahead, okay? So this is talking about past hurts, past pain, things like that, but it was really slow to drop. So what I'm getting here is when we're dealing with past pain and past hurt, it doesn't have to be the first thing that we work on. So for instance, if you're working on yourself right now, we're not going to pick the most traumatizing thing that's coming through for you. You kind of start with something that's really easy, something that's really simple, and then eventually you're going to get to what the root cause of it is. So we were just doing a reading with Allison, and I'm not sure if you noticed that, but we did some energy healing so that we could get to what was underneath that. So we're doing things almost in layers, if that makes sense. So be cautious and careful. So maybe that message is for you, Allison, as well. When you're working on self, don't pick the thing that's most heavy for you at the time. Really go easy. Start with the simple things like just going through chakra balancing, stuff like that, okay? Okay, anybody else have a question that you'd like a yes or no to that I didn't cover yet? So what is it that we need to know today? All right, I'm getting some sadness. There might be someone with the blues here a little bit. I think what's happening is you're very talented, but it feels like you're scared to use these talents. I'm not sure what's holding you back, but it just feels like maybe you don't feel like you're good enough. Maybe you feel a little sad right now, and that's holding you back energy-wise, something to work on, okay? It's a great time to get a reading and healing. Is Sophie in love with me? I'm getting a no, not right now. So love is different for everybody. Like somebody might define love as like super passionate, like I do anything for this person. Another person would see love as like a friendship too. So just be kind of open to the idea of what love means, because that's different for everybody, okay? So readings are $15 if you're hopping on. You can use PayPal, that's in my link in my bio, or you can e-transfer, okay? Doing some collective messages, there's free yeses and nos as well. So if you're hopping on, you can just ask that question if you like. Should I go to add, no, or wait a couple weeks? Okay. So I'm asking, should you go there? Should you go there now? I'm getting a yes on that, okay? And again, if you want to purchase a reading, we can go deeper into what it is that you would like to know now. Okay, I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, so what do we need to know for today? All right. I'm feeling a little off all of a sudden when I'm working with this stone. So I feel like there might be something going on around your belief system at this time. You might be a little bit hard-headed or a little stubborn about certain things right now. And I'm getting that it's just because you're actually getting in your own way. So the only fear that you need to have right now is like more with yourself. It's like when we're arguing with self. I'm not saying you should have fear, but it feels like the fear is more around like succeeding, that sort of thing, when we're self-destructive, when we get into our own habits or ways of thinking. Okay, so it's okay to do some critical thinking, but right now I would take it a little bit easy and be a little less hard on yourself, okay? Yes, you can ask a question. It's for yeses and nos, okay? If you subscribe, I'm doing a free mini for you as well. Will I be able to switch my job soon? I'm getting a no on that. So be very specific the way you ask your question, okay? Because it's more what's coming forward for you in the now. You're welcome. All right. So what else do we need to know about today for collective? I'm feeling like there's somebody who might be giving you a hard time right now. And I'm not going to suggest for you to be cruel back to this person or these people, but what's kind of coming up is this is more about you needing to purify yourself, taking better care of you. And when you do that, it'll be easier to deal with maybe somebody who's grouchy in the public or something like that. But that seems to be a theme for us to take better care of ourselves so we can handle those little things that are coming up in this eclipse season, because there's lots of change and we need to feel balanced, okay? Well, Alex and I work things out. So it's only one question per person, okay? Otherwise you can just pay for your reading. Sorry to hear that. So we don't do any pregnancy, okay? Well, Alex and I work things out after. Will you guys work it out? Kind of getting a no on that one. Sorry to hear that. That's tough. You're welcome. Okay. And if I missed your one question, just put it back in the comments, okay? Please and thank you. If you already got a reading and you want to go further, feel free to still take advantage of the fact that we have this time, okay? And then our last crystal here for today's collective energy, I feel like I just keep getting sadness coming through here, but I'm getting more to go outside and nurture yourself outside instead of inside, because you're going to feel a lot better. I've been going out for daily walks and being a bit more active, and I do find that just making myself go out for that walk makes me feel a lot better. At the time we might not feel like doing it, but it's just getting out and going to do that, okay? So let's do a free mini on someone, okay? Just put your name in the comments. It's okay if you've already asked questions or had a reading. Just pop your name in the comments, okay? And we'll do a mini one for you. I like to do this because it shows you how I work and also how everybody's so different. Hello, welcome in. So just doing a mini demonstration. You're welcome. Okay, so if everybody put their name in the comments. Okay, I'm gonna go with Chantal, okay? So Chantal, if you have 2 questions or 2 topics, okay, just pop them in the comments. Just kind of cutting any cords that I'm picking up from anybody else here, starting fresh with Chantal with the intention to do a mini reading for her. And if you guys don't want to do a full reading, if you want to do a half reading, we can do that for $7, okay? So, and I'll prioritize you. So $7 for a mini, $15 for a full. That's amazing. Okay. So my career journey and my love life. Okay, so we'll put career down first and see what comes through. So I'm not going to go into your records. I'm just going to go straight into what's coming through, okay? Just to move it a little bit faster. So first thing I feel with career is I feel like you're really great with people, but what's kind of coming up with work is it feels like you're a little hesitant to make a change right now, because I'm almost getting the idea of don't fix what isn't broken, that sort of thing. So I feel like there's part of you that's kind of like scared to make a change, that sort of thing. So one of the things that comes through here with work is it feels like some things have happened to you in the past. It doesn't necessarily mean it's related to work, just in life. And as a result of that, it might have taught you to be more careful and cautious when you're making choices and decisions. And I actually think that that's a wonderful thing, to be cautious and careful when you're making big decisions. However, this might have affected you when it comes to taking risk. And so I usually feel like taking risks are worth it, because usually it leads to having more fun. Sometimes there's a chance of less money. Sometimes there's a chance of more money. And so it's that fear of the unknown that's kind of coming up with work. So my suggestion would be stick out whatever it is that you're doing right now and don't make the change. I'm getting either 4 to 6 weeks. And that could also be months, but there's something coming up around 4 to 6 weeks where I think it'll be easier for you to initiate more change, because the energy will be better then, okay? So slow and steady wins the race with career. In terms of love life, I would get like a past life reading. So if you wanted to purchase a reading, that's what I would recommend for love, because when we go into past life, whether you believe in past life or not, there'll still be things that are coming up from past. And it feels like there's just some like old trauma that's coming up in relation to love. So it feels like whoever you're with in terms of love life, they have to be someone who's really patient, someone you feel really connected to, someone who's like just so nice, very passive, that sort of thing, okay? So that's what's coming up for you in terms of your mini. And if we were doing an actual paid reading, I would do some theta healing for you. So kind of what we just saw with Allison's energy, then we'll start to vibrate that, okay? It'll be helpful for you. So And if you do a paid reading, please just put paid in the comments so I can see that and prioritize you, okay? Thank you so much for sharing. Will Stephen and I be together soon in love? Actually, I'm getting a yes on that. That energy feels nice. So again, this is for now energy, not future. So, you know, thank you so much for being here. So let's do another free mini, okay? Pop your name in the comments if you'd like. Kind of just gives you an idea of what to start working on. Awesome. And it's great that you guys share that passion for each other. Will E and I reunite? Getting a no on that. All right, so I'm gonna pick Monica to focus on. Thank you very much. So just put 2 topics or 2 questions that you have, Monica, and we'll focus on you. So Chantel, it would be great for you to get a reading to go deeper if you would like. And we would probably, because yours is more compact, I would pick one area of focus for that. I'd probably pick work. So Monica, okay, love. And will you have love soon? Okay. So I'm just gonna do a little scan with your permission, okay? So you're opening up to this. Working on love. I don't have any music on in the background, and I kind of find it this is easy to focus without music, but I do like the idea of having that little bit of sound in the background for you. So music is important to help calm your energy. I was also hearing procrastination. So when it comes to love, are you procrastinating finding love? Are you procrastinating initiating things that you need to do in love? Definitely check out your website. Okay, and if you're having any issues purchasing anything through my site, because I know people aren't having an issue with PayPal, but you might with my website, please just let me know, because that's something that I would need to fix, okay? But there are tons of sales and specials on there, and there's lots of options, and it gets sent over to your email video, okay? And that's all underneath products. So Monica, have we been procrastinating things in terms of love? And have you not been feeling calm in that department? Because what it really feels like you need is, hold on. It feels like you need someone to talk to, okay? Someone that can really hold your hand, someone who can really rub your feet, that sort of thing. And so I'm not sure if you're picking the wrong people, if you resonate with that pattern of behavior, if you're looking for, you know, the bad boy type when you know that you shouldn't be. Those are the people that you're attracted to. So my suggestion here would be, okay, look deeper into what am I holding back from? That sort of thing with love life. Because it feels like there's definitely, you know what you need, but there's something going on between your wants and your needs. Okay, Monica, let me know how you resonate with this, please. So we're stopping at the heart here, okay? And we're doing some clearing, okay? So just staying in the moment here with me. So laughter, whoever you end up with, they need to be funny. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Someone you can laugh with, someone you can cry with, that sort of thing. So what I'm getting is that the way that you're presenting yourself when it comes to like love life, say you're getting your hair done, your makeup done, your high heels on, all of this stuff, I actually feel like you're more likely to gravitate towards someone who's like not just attracted to you. They're attracted to your personality. They're attracted to how you make them feel, that sort of thing. So I would almost like underdress, that sort of thing. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting that feeling of like you're searching, but again, you're wanting someone who makes you feel safe and loved and that sort of thing, okay? So those are your messages in terms of love life, okay? And again, if you wanted to do a paid, then I would suggest we would do some theta healing around love life so you can start attracting the ideal partner, okay? So theta healing is removing the subconscious limiting beliefs and replacing it with what you want to manifest or attract, okay? So it's $15 for a reading, or it's $7 for a mini. So $7 for a mini. Just gonna pop that in. There. What should I do next with my life? So these are just yes and no questions, okay? And thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. I certainly didn't dress up for you guys today. Do I need to make the first move on Grant? Getting a no. No, let that person do what they want to do. Within reason. Will B and I have a serious relationship? I'm not sure if you've asked a question or not. I'm getting a no, not right now where the energy is. Good afternoon, welcome in. And we don't do any pregnancy health stuff like that on TikTok, okay? All right. So it's $7 for a mini. That's through PayPal, okay? And you'll see that link in my link tree. And then it's $15 for a full. We're doing different types of readings here, okay? But it's usually whatever you need at the time. So let's do another free mini. So put your name in the comments if you'd like me to focus on you, okay? I like showing you guys how I work as well because it's just a small touch of what you need, but it'll give you at least something to work on. Stephanie, Emma. I haven't been on here in a while, so welcome if you're new. Please take the time to follow. Please like and tap the screen as well. All right, Emma, we're gonna pick you. So please put just one topic in the comments that you'd like to work on, okay? And if you're new to me, hello, welcome in. My name is Robin. I've been doing this type of work for, I guess, like 17 years, something like that. Usually you'll see me flipping up cards, that sort of thing. Today I'm working more with my crystals and stones. It's been a while since I've been on, so I wanted to show up here, but I do have some specials on as well, which is really great. They get sent over to your email, and those are videos that can be very supportive for you as well, okay? So love. All right, so Emma, I'm just gonna ground here, get out of everybody else's energy. Okay, so I'm picking up on someone who is maybe shy, kind of quiet, that sort of thing, until they get to know you, okay? So I feel like you're holding yourself back just a tiny little bit when it comes to love, because again, that's almost like a shy feeling of someone who's a little bit nervous to really allow people in. So first suggestion would be not being afraid to really truly be in love. And I know that that's really scary. So there's that need to be vulnerable, but also that need to be yourself. So it feels like you're still getting to know who you are. And so as we're getting to know ourselves, we can get to know other people as well, because that's how we actually learn about us. So I feel like you will meet somebody, but it also feels like It's okay if they're not like someone you would typically align with. It's more of a getting to know feeling, okay? So when it comes to love, get to know other people and get to know yourself through those people, all right? So when it comes to dating as well, it's okay, it feels like to date someone for a short period of time and then say goodbye to them. Does any of this make sense? But it doesn't feel like long-term right now, because you're figuring out maybe what lights you up, what gets you excited, and that's a very fun feeling. But you need to feel excited about that, okay? Makes sense, you're welcome. Okay. So yours was pretty easy when we're talking about love. It's just kind of like get out of that comfort zone and open up, okay? Okay. Did you send it through PayPal, McFly? I'll just check. Send it through PayPal, McFly? I'll just check. Send it through PayPal, McFly? I'll just check. Okay, perfect. So what is your area of focus? It's okay if you don't have one, too. I'm gonna go into your energy here with your permission. So, Lisa, just area of focus, no focus. Okay, so working with selenite here with your energy, one thing that I'd like to clean up for you is any sadness that's lingering in your energy field, okay? So with your permission, is it okay if we clear and release any sadness that's lingering in and around you, and anybody else that wants that, you can just say yes, okay? Just taking a deep breath as we do this. And one of the things that comes up here, okay, is it feels like some of this is just old. Like it's like when you were a child and you maybe had a teacher that like scolded you. For instance, way back when somebody was in school, they would get like beaten in the classroom for not like doing something right. So it's kind of that feeling of like maybe when you were younger, there was someone who scolded you and it just really hurt your feelings. And then you might have carried that around like, oh, I better be good or else. And so this is someone who's kind of staying in their comfort zone of I need to be good, or something bad's going to happen, or I need to be good, or this person's going to be upset with me. So I also feel like there's maybe some conversations that are hard for you to have sometimes. So it's someone who's maybe avoids conflict because of things that have happened in the past, okay? So we'll do some theta healing around this as well. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to have healthy conversations with people in general? And if so, just say yes, taking a deep breath. Okay. And so what comes up around that is it's kind of like this bouncy energy where it feels like you're quite sensitive to healing, which is great. So it feels like things work for you really fast. Then it feels like you might go in the other direction. Now I'm going to have these conversations with all these people instead of avoiding. But then we also have to be careful with that we're not saying too much either, because I feel like what's coming up here, the people that you need to have healthy conversations with are also sensitive, so that's why you are maybe avoiding the conversation so you don't hurt people's feelings. So would you like to know how to have a healthy conversation, how to find balance in your conversations? Would you like to know what it looks like and what it feels like to be kind to yourself and to others at the same time so you can find that balance? And if so, just say yes. Because I get you might be an intuitive. I think you know that you're intuitive. So then I feel like, but you get out of balance really fast, I feel. So it's, oh, okay, now we're on to future. But then we don't want to kind of completely neglect the past. So there's this past thing that keeps coming up when you do forward step, okay? So would you like to find balance between working on the past and working on the future? And would you like to know the difference between past energy and future energy? And if so, just say yes. And would you like to know what it looks like and feels like to have balance in your life just in general, and how to embody balance? Good. And then, so what I keep being drawn to towards for you is as you're working on yourself day to day, because it sounds like you do that, keep working on future, and then trust that things from the past are naturally going to come up to the surface, okay? But I get, if you own any cards yourself, to start pulling up like 3 to 9 cards for future, and do that each day. Feel free to let me know if you have cards. But yeah, that will start to give you an idea of where you're at, what your themes are, that sort of thing, okay? So let's integrate all of the things that you said yes to, okay? With permission. That or something better in divine timing. I have many decks. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so specifically I'm getting future, 3 to 9 cards, and then you'll be able to see as you're pulling up future what's coming up for you, which is cool that you understand that. Yeah, so just to sum up, and that was just a mini, guys. So minis are 7, 15 is full. So I wrote down sadness, conversations, teacher, childhood, conflict, future, 3 to 9 cards. And I'm glad that you shared that you have lots of decks and that you play with them, because I wrote teacher down for you. So that also feels like you have this ability to help other people outside of that intuitive energy. Okay, good. I'm glad that you found that helpful. So if you want to go deeper, you can do another mini if you want to. But thanks so much for being here. Thanks for the follow. And I have lots of sales and specials underneath my site. But again, if you have any issues with my site, please let me know. I'll be cleaning that up tomorrow because some people were only able to get onto PayPal. Oh, excuse me, we're moving some energy. I'm taking advantage of the healing here as well. Is a self-employed job the best option for me now? I'm getting a no for that. Okay. Oh, awesome. I'm glad. So I teach yoga as well. I'm doing my 500 hours, but very slow to do the 500, but I have my 200. And I'm glad that you're here and that you found us. So all of the specials that I have are under products through my site, and I do e-transfer as well. But those are different types of healing. So like theta healing is what we worked on today. I have a special for that. Then you get a video of a bunch of theta healing downloads based on your energy. So sometimes that can be even better, okay? Any other questions for yes and no that I missed? Awesome, singing balls. Awesome, I'm glad. That's amazing. I don't have a crystal sound bowl yet. That's on my to-do list. All right, so let's do some more general messages. It doesn't have to be for the week or today. Let's see, we have October coming up as well. So we'll see whatever it is that we need to know. Will I reconcile with husband? Getting a no on that right now. So what do we need to know for October or any other messages? All right, so go straight into the black stone. It's making me want to put it right on my crown here. So that tells me that one of the things that we need to work on is getting back into our spirituality. So spirituality doesn't mean necessarily that you need to forgive everybody in your life, that sort of thing. It's more just getting back in touch with self. So that was coming up for someone else in terms of their love reading, that they're out searching for someone who can help them essentially learn about themselves. Not necessarily the need to fall in love, but the need to get to know others. So that's definitely coming up, that it's important that you're not spending too much time on one healing modality, that you're really able to tap into self, okay? Then we have our fossilized wood as well. So some of these are a little bit darker, and when we work with the darker stones, it's usually telling us that we're doing some deep healing work. So we're just talking about spirituality. This might look like someone going out and forest bathing, that sort of thing. So it doesn't have to necessarily mean you're going to do yoga. You might just be outside in the trees, and that's very healing for your spirit as well. Okay. All right. So guys, still doing for yeses and nos. Does he love me? Getting a yes. Love can be defined in so many different ways as well. Hello, welcome in. So if you already asked your free yes and no, then I think we're finished up here. It's $7 for a mini, $15 for a full. You can pay through PayPal or through e-transfer if you like. So I'll wait a few minutes for anyone that wants to do that. Just pop paid in the comments. I've been on here for a little while, so thank you for everyone that made your purchase. Again, underneath products, I have specials there, so you guys can take advantage of that. Thank you for the likes, guys. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to take off. I'm probably going to come back on as well, so this isn't your only opportunity. Maybe you're busy right now. I'll be back on, and we can do some more readings then. Take care, and have a great day. Did I create positive movement with Will on reconciliation? I have a no for that, but that one feels like it needs more of a reading, okay? Because I don't like to be so harsh about that with my yeses and nos. There's a lot more to them, okay? All right, take care, bye now.